It looks like somebody wasn't ready for Freddy. You really should have been paying attention to the doors. Well, congratulations on learning how to press a button. Albeit you were very late and I got you in the end, but still, you figured out how to use a button. Well, you had one job, making sure the bear animatronic doesn't get in the office. And you screwed it up. Congrats. Really, I don't know what's worse. The fact that there's been so many of these games, or the fact that you still can't play them correctly. So many different versions of me. I wonder which one will kill you first. Cry out in pain. I want to hear you suffer. Remember the rules. Don't touch Freddy. That flashlight of yours won't work on me anymore. Your innards will look great in me Pirate's Cove. Ha ha ha! Oh, what be the matter, lad? Don't you want to play with your old pal Foxy? Ha 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 ha! Some doors, a mask, a flashlight, and some vents. It matters not what's in me way. I'll always find a way to kill you. I am the shadow of the one you should not have killed. I'll make sure you drown in despair. I'm going to be haunting you for the rest of your afterlife. You ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Our souls will never rest, and your suffering will never end. Look into my eyes. Can you see my soul? He will never let you die, and he will never let you forget.
I can't wait to rip your flesh off of your bones. All of your nightmares have finally come true. You created me, and now I will destroy you. You can see my innards, and now I want to see yours. I was not given a proper body. Perhaps I should take yours.
It looks like someone wasn't ready for Freddy. Well, you had one job, making sure the bear animatronic doesn't get in the office, and you screwed it up. We're finally getting our revenge, thanks to the one you shouldn't have killed. Just remember, I'm the star of the show.
I'm behind this curtain for a reason, you know. Do you mind? If I did not want to leave this cove, I would kill you myself.
I hate your poor taste in music. The sounds of your screams is more pleasing to my ears. You know, if I had ears, that is. I was trying to make some pizza, but that music you chose distracted me.
Am I a boy, or am I a girl? Does it really matter anymore? I just love toying with you. Something borrowed, something new. This is only the beginning of our fun. Rock on, dude!
Foxy, go get him! Do you feel annoyed yet? Now that you're dead, Can I have your flashlight? Do you want a balloon?
I was watching you and waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. I'm watching you. Stop calling me Balloon Girl. Hey, get up! This is no time to be taking a nap.
I'm going to enjoy toying with you. Hell wasn't good enough for you. You deserved far worse. I'm so happy he released your soul. Now I get to watch you suffer for all eternity. Torturing you is the best birthday present I've ever gotten.
Fascinating what they have become. You may not recognize me at first, but I assure you, it's still me. I always come back. That was easier than I thought it would be.
We will haunt you until it is satisfied. We're more real now than we ever were before. That flashlight won't help you all the time. It's no longer just in your mind.
Guess who? If you thought I was annoying before, just wait. I can get so much more annoying. I'm not big on flashlights anymore. I just want to scare you.
Even as a phantom, I still look fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I distracting you? Better luck next time, darling.
Even as a phantom, I still look fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I distracting you? Better luck next time, darling.
If you did not want to die, you should have bought my plush toy. I hunted you down in your dreams, and now I'll make your afterlife a living hell. Was it me? I will enjoy picking your flesh out of my teeth. If you thought I looked monstrous before, just look at me now. You would have survived had you bought my plush toy. This must be the worst day of your life. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant your afterlife. This is all just a bad dream, and you're never waking up.
If you thought I looked monstrous before, just look at me now. You would have survived had you bought my plush toy. This must be the worst day of your life. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant your afterlife. This is all just a bad dream, and you're never waking up.
Come and sit with me a while. Leave the demon to his demons. Rest your own soul. There is nothing else. We all have to let go sooner or later, and right now it's your turn. Catch a fish!
We never got to thank your son for lending us his body. There's a little bit of me in everybody. Our appearance is quite shocking, isn't it?
That tall girl took my spotlight, and I'll take it back. Much like you, I always come back. I never truly got a chance to shine, but killing you was the highlight of my life. Adios, hombre. Adios.
It's party time! Hey, over here! I prefer doing this over going through lawsuits any day.
Uh-oh! How unfortunate. You look so lonely, so I thought I should give you some company. Ah, I didn't think you'd die so soon. I wanted to toy with you some more. I love the face you make when I kill you. Let's play hide and go die. I'll hide and you die. Oh, I love the face you make when I kill you.
Oh, how unfortunate. Was it me? If I don't finish you off, my cupcake will. I have an everlasting hunger. Perhaps you'll be able to satisfy it. Hold still. This'll only hurt a lot.
How unfortunate. I am the shadow of all your sins. My real name is... Do you remember that? I'm no longer a hallucination. I'm so much more now.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you your death. This just in. Be on the lookout for any killer animatronics. Please, stand by. Thank you. I'm Lolbit. I'll be here all night.
How unfortunate. This is fun. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe if we hold on to your head tight enough, you'll pop like a grate.
Uh-oh. How unfortunate.
You couldn't catch me, so I got you first. Wonder how I'm doing this without any legs? Just don't question it. Everything is okay. My nose isn't for touching. Everything is okay. Just let the sounds of hell engulf you.
I always come back. I could hear you breathing. Admit it, you wanted to let me in. Why do you hide inside these walls? Don't be shy. These are strange circumstances that have brought us together.
Looks like something bad happened.
I guess you forgot about me.
I guess you forgot about me.
Want to see the scooping room?
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I'm gonna do a sneaky thing and throw a new contender in the ring. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Yahahaha! Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate, or a fox for that matter.
Well, a bear, but you get the point.
Hark, you never stood a chance. I came for ye booty.
That be the treasure, you know.
I can't run like I used to, but I can pull myself apart just fine. So much more spacious in here. I may stay a while.
Don't get distracted. I'm ready for my close-up. Smile. Say cheese. Today is all about me. It seems you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you. Show times are on the hour, not a moment before and not a moment later. It's time to take your final bow. I'm sorry, but there was never enough room on this stage for both of us. A performance was demanded of me, and now I have delivered. Encore! I bet you weren't expecting me, were ya? Turn your back for 1 second and I'm like, washoom, ninja skills! You and I don't get to talk as often as I'd like. Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo, and then like, rah! Move over, Freddy Fazbear! Wait, hold on. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
We've only just begun. I'll never let you leave. I'll never let you rest. Did things get really hot in here, or is it just me? Come and burn with me. The fire within me burns eternal, and now you shall as well. I am a burning reminder of your misdeeds. Greetings from the fire, and friend of what you should not have killed. Don't be afraid. Soon you'll look just like me. Beautiful!
I'd go for handsome, but alright.
Now I get to play take apart and put back together. You won't feel a thing.
I wanted to wait until just the right moment to drop in. It's so much more fun hanging out in here with you.
He's here and always watching, the one you shouldn't have killed. Seeing you powerless is like music to me. I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way. I recognize you, but I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore. The others are under my protection. The others are like animals, but I am very aware.
You and I will be making music together for a long, long time. You hear that? It's the sweet, sweet sound of your eternal silence.
Hey, keep it down, would ya? When I'm here, you play by my rules.
A song was requested of me, and now I sing it. Don't you hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters? No, despite the fact I'm the leader.
Stranger danger!
I was just waiting for you to drop your guard. Whoops, that's gonna leave a mark.
This is how it feels, and now you get to experience it over and over and over again. Forever. I will never let you leave. You will not be spared. You will not be saved. The shadow fears me. I am your wickedness made flesh. I am here to claim what is left of you. I will put you back to relive your horror. Come closer. Help me count my teeth. You're not so big, just a bite-sized morsel. You knew I'd get you eventually. There just isn't room in here for the both of us. Flash that light all you want. It can't save you now. Let me put you back together, then take you apart all over again. Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart. I assure you, I am very real. This time, there's more than an illusion to fear. We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them. This is a nightmare that you won't wake from. This time, death cannot save you. The nightmare is just beginning. Let's taste death again.
and again and again. I am the fearful reflection of what you have created.
What did you think of my act? I don't get out much, so you'll have to forgive my enthusiasm. I hope you enjoyed the grand finale. Now is my time to shine. He tried to release you. He tried to release us. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here, no matter how many times they burn us. I consider it a dignified death. Not really, it was actually quite pathetic. If you sit by the river long enough, you'll see the body of your enemy float by. Even monkeys fall from trees. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. The talented hawk hides his claws. Why so blue? You know I'll be true, and now I'll make slivers out of you. So good to see you again, my truest friend, but now your life must end. What a fine day to come here and say that your face and flesh I must flay. What a treat to come here and meet your face as it hits concrete. I found my guitar, now reach for the stars as I plunge it through your heart. That's right, and don't you come back now, you hear? That'll teach you for trying to trick this old bird. Bear. Thought you could fool me with that sign, but I was too smart for you. I may not like wet floors, but the smell of fresh meat is just too enticing. Whoops, looks like you're the one that slipped this time. Yar, what can I do for ya? Yar, how may I be of service to ya? Yar, who touched me bird? Yar, me bird likes ya, so I'll do ye a favor. Yar, you win some, you lose some. Yar, you play with fire and sometimes you get burned. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit, please deposit, please deposit.
Please deposit 5 coins.
You are attempting to trick Freddy. Freddy doesn't like this. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Time for your controlled shock. Time for your controlled shock. Let's see how many pieces I can cut you into. You won't die, but you wish you could. You won't get tired of dying, will you? Where's my beak? Lodged in your forehead, of course. You know, I don't have a beak, but just roll with it. You won't get tired of my voice, will you? Let's go somewhere more private, so I can eat you. That game was totally rigged. That's what you get for leaving me hanging. If I get jump scared, you get jump scared. Mr. Hugs got me again. It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons. Well, they're more fur-based, but you get the point. Psst, I have something to tell you. Hey, I want to tell you something. Psst, hey, over here. Get closer. Excuse me, can you get a little closer? Hey, down here. Hello, I wanted to ask you
something. It's something really important. Time to face the consequences of your failure. Might as well face the facts. You were always destined to fail. You blinked. What is this new prison? Is it me trapped, or is it you? Perhaps it is us both. I may be missing my face, but even I could see you stalk. I never thought I'd make it through that vent, but now we are together. Let me show you how to break your face and look like me. Come closer, let's smile together. I was the first. I have seen everything. I have seen him, the one you shouldn't have killed. I am remade, but not by you, by the one you should not have killed. No light can save you now. I have always been hiding in your shadow. What a gift to relish, a victim that can't perish. I am given flesh to be your tormentor. Shh, it will all be over soon. Shh, there is room for one more. Shh, come spend eternity inside with me. Shh, I've been looking for you, and now I will never let you go. Shh, I'm so glad I found you. Let me make room for you. My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't for me, it would have just been from someone else, I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on, not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, Sometimes a story is just a story. You try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend who once wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years, and then, not only that, but you likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story, so just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I'd realized I'd made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. And I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday, or rather they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed it to the ducks. And then, probably at the end of the day, finally they threw it all out. I don't recall. I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed it to the ducks. He would buy all the sourdough bread. Of course, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in the stomachs and they all die. At least that's what I've heard, I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks or birds of any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature.
They don't grow on trees or spring up from bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with the bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was. It seems that you have met your end. What a pity. You know, I don't feel too bad about it, though. After all, if it weren't for me, it would have just been one of the others, I guess. I'm honestly just glad to be out of those air ducts. You know, it's not easy for a bear to fit up there, and not easy to get down, either. Not as young as I used to be, as you can see. I used to get up and do all sorts of things. You're young, you're vibrant, you have that sort of pep in your step. It reminds me of one conversation I was having with one of my good friends, Orville. We were having such a nice picnic one day. I believe it was summer, or perhaps it was it in the fall? Yes, it was in the fall, because the leaves had already turned. But I said to Orville, I said, Orville, I have a story to tell you. And Orville looked at me, kind of odd, and said, what is it about? I said to him, not every story has to be about something, Orville. Sometimes a person just wants to talk. Why does everything have to be a story? I said to him. He just looked at me and said, well, you said you had a story. You know, he was quite right. I did, in fact. I told him I had a story. I suppose if a person just wants to talk, then it's best not to announce that you're telling a story. Telling a story does come with its own pressures and expectations, I suppose. After all, if you're just talking to a friend, then there's no expectations than if you're talking to the wind. Words by themselves aren't expected to carry and not expected to stick, but if you announce that you're telling a story, well then, there better be a point to it all, No one wants to sit and listen to someone ramble on and on and on with absolutely no end in sight. So, it's good to be mindful when you tell someone you're about to tell a story and that you have something to say. Telling someone that you're going to tell them a story is tantamount to ask them to stop what they're doing and pay attention. You're basically saying, hey, buddy, hey, stop everything you're thinking. I have a solution to everything. And, well, I didn't really have a story to tell. In hindsight, I probably just misspoke when I said that I had a story. I think it would have been better to tell Orville that I wanted to tell him something rather than tell him I had a story. But even then, that might have put too much importance on the whole thing. Either way, it was quite a nice day. I remember that we were drinking tea. Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. But it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on the park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons, and I said to Orville, friend, those birds are frozen. And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. Then they sort of fall to the ground. Until the sun warms them up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, you might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in. To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I meant that the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that birds were frozen, So he took a moment and threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen? To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen. When I said, "I told you they're frozen," I'd been referring to the birds. You know, in hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would have made perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said, "Orville," this is what I said to him. I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead." It seems that you have met a horrible demise, my friend. But, these things happen, and life goes on. Not for you, obviously, you're dead, but it reminds me of a time I was having a conversation with my friend Orville. We were, where were we? We were by the river. We were sitting by the river and watching the fish leap over the falls, and I said to Orville, sometimes I feel like a fish leaping over and over again, always trying to get somewhere, though I don't know where, only to find myself in the jaws of a beast. He, of course, looked at me surprised, "Have you been in the jaws of a beast, friend?" he said, to which I said, "No, of course not, Orville." I said, No. I simply meant that life can seem like a relentless endeavor to overcome meaningless obstacles, only to meet an equally meaningless fate, regardless of your efforts, regardless of the obstacles you passed. And Orville, he stood up and proceeded to drape me with a picnic cloth, to which I asked him, I said, "Friend, what are you doing?" He looked at me very concerned, really. "I feel like you've gotten too much sun." Indeed, indeed I had. He proceeded to pour me a glass of just ice-cold lemonade. Oh, you ever mix it with iced tea? You do like half lemonade, half... Oh, you should try it. So, well, you can't because you're dead. But anyways, so you may be asking yourself, how did I go from sitting by the falls and drinking lemonade to being wedged in the air duct, not only with Orville, but with an entire assortment of fruity-colored friends? Well, there's really no good answer to that. But perhaps I met a demise of my own at some point, and this is my afterlife, or my dream, or whatever it might be. I honestly don't know. Or maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all.
It looks like someone wasn't ready for Freddy. Plushtrap. Well, you had one job, making sure the little plush toy rabbit doesn't get in the office, and you screwed it up! We're finally getting our revenge, thanks to the one you shouldn't have killed. Just remember, I'm the star of the show. For the time being. I'm behind this curtain for a reason, Do you mind? If I didn't want to leave this cove, I would kill you myself! I hate your poor taste in music. The sounds of your screams is more pleasing to my ears. I was trying to make some pizza, but the music you chose distracted me! Am I a boy, or am I a girl? Does it really matter anymore? Apparently to the internet, yes it does. But I'm a boy. I don't know about him, though. Or her. I just love toying with you. Something borrowed, something new. This is only the beginning of our fun. Rock on, dude! Foxy, go get him! Do you feel annoyed yet?
Now that you're dead, can I have your flashlight? Do you want a balloon? Well, too bad, because I don't have any! I was watching you and waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike! I'm watching you. Stop calling me Balloon Girl! This doesn't really make sense for me, because I'm not a girl, nor do I have balloons. Just move on! Hey, get up! This is no time to be taking a nap! I'm going to enjoy toying with you. Hell wasn't good enough for you. You deserve far worse. I'm so happy he released your soul. Now I get to watch you suffer for all eternity. Torturing you is the best birthday present I've ever gotten. It's also the only birthday present I've ever gotten. Fascinating what they have become. You may not recognize me at first, but I assure you, it's still me. I always come back. I sometimes come back, depending on the game. That was easier than I thought it would be. We will haunt you until he is satisfied. We're more real now than we ever were before. That flashlight won't help you all the time. It's no longer just in your mind. Guess who? If you thought I was annoying before, just wait. I can get so much more annoying! I'm not big on flashlights anymore. I just want to scare you. I've always wanted to do that. Because you know, I'm Plushtrap. I still want to scare you. Come over here! Let me scare ya! Even as a phantom, I still look fabulous. Well, I'm neither a phantom nor am I fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I distracting you? Better luck next time, darling. If you didn't want to die, you should have bought my plush toy. Or anything, really. We have a whole bunch of merch. Buy something. I hunted you down in your dreams, and now I'll make your afterlife a living hell. Was it me? No, it wasn't. I'll enjoy picking your flesh out of my teeth. If you thought I looked monstrous before, just look at me now. I look exactly the same. You would have survived had you have bought my plush toy. Again, we have a whole bunch of merch. You should have bought something. This must be the worst day of your life. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant your afterlife. This is all just a bad dream, and you're never waking up. Flowey reference. Come and sit with me a while. Leave the demon to his demons. Rest your own soul. There's nothing else. We all have to let go sooner or later, and right now, it's your turn. Catch a fish! Catch a fish! Catch a fish! Catch a fish! Get that fish! Catch that fish! What are you waiting for? Catch that fish! It's right there! Reel it in! Why aren't you catching the gosh darn fish? We never got to thank your son for lending us his body. There's a little bit of me in everybody. You get it? It's wordplay. Our appearance is quite shocking, isn't it? That darn bear took my spotlight, and I'll take it back. Much like you, I always come back. I never truly got a chance to shine, but killing you was the highlight of my life.
Adios, hombre. Adios. It's party time! Hey, over here! I prefer doing this over going through lawsuits any day. Frankly, I think anyone would. Uh-oh. How unfortunate. You look so lonely, so I thought I should give you some company. I didn't think you'd die so soon. I wanted to toy with you some more. I love the face you make when I kill you. Let's play hide and go die. I'll hide and you die. Oh, I love the face you make when I kill you. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Wait, hold on, didn't I say this already? Was it me? If I don't finish you off, my cupcake will! I don't have a cupcake. So I guess I'll have to finish you off myself! I have an everlasting hunger. Perhaps you'll be able to satisfy it. Hold still. This'll only hurt a lot. Uh-oh. How unfortunate. Okay, I really feel like I already did this line before. I am the shadow of all your sins. Actually, I'm the plush toy of all your sins, but you get the point. My real name is... hold on. My real name is RWQFSFASXC. What kind of name is this? I'm no longer a hallucination. I'm so much more now. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Okay, I know I've said this before. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you your death. This just in, be on the lookout for any killer animatronics. Please, stand by. Thank you, I'm Plushtrap. I'll be here all night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. You have got to be kidding me! This is fun, wouldn't you agree? Maybe if I hold onto your head tight enough, you'll pop like a grape. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Okay, you know what's unfortunate? Me having to read this over and over again. You couldn't catch me, so I got you first. Wonder how I'm doing this without any legs? Just don't question it. You know, this doesn't really make any sense since I do have legs. Well, maybe you should change the line! Wonder how I'm doing this without any legs? Just don't question it. You know, do question it, because I do have legs. Everything is okay. My nose isn't for touching! Everything is okay. Just let the sounds of hell engulf you. That darn bear took my spotlight, and I'll take it back! Should I put on a Spanish accent for this? Yeah, hang on, let me try it. That darn bear took my spotlight, and I'll take it back! Does that work? Yes? No? Oh, come on, I need some direction here! Much like you, I always come back. Also, I'm not supposed to use the Spanish accent. Well, why didn't you tell me? I tried to read these lines over here you wrote down, but no, I'm not supposed to read it like that. Well, you had him read it like that. Oh, 'cause he's Spanish. Well, all right, fine. I'll read it how I'm supposed to say it then. Much like you, I always come back. Is that better? Adios, hombre. Adios. Oh, come on! It's Spanish! He's talking Spanish right now! You're really telling me I'm not supposed to do a Spanish accent whenever he's doing a Spanish accent? And then sing adios, hombre, adios? Seriously? Fine. It's party time! Oh, come on! Now you're telling me I can't do a British accent? What kind of production is this?